So this is the 2025 Ford Capri, all new and reborn for this model year. This is a fully electric 4-door SUV, as you can see, and this particular one is a long-range rear-wheel drive. Now, as you can see, some say online it looks like a Polestar 2. In real life it's a lot chunkier and bigger than that. It does ride on the ID.5 platform. What I do like is we get a key that looks quite premium, open the boot that's so, and we have over 560 litres of boot space. I think it's a 570 litres of boot space, give or take. We do have a split fold floor, which is really handy because just yesterday I needed to carry something and we removed these two sections, and all of a sudden we've got so much more space because it's quite a tall item. Just because from here down to here was a little bit narrow, but it opens up underneath there. We do have a ski-through hatch as well as a 40/60 folding seats. Little straps in here, and this particular one's fitted with a little tie inflator on the side. Tie down hooks, little light, and 12-volt power outlet there. All in all, not too bad. It is electrically operated, so we can close that down. Makes a lot of Ford noise, as you can hear and see. Got the charge flap here, just like you'd maybe imagine a petrol fuel filler flap. And then in the back we do have this synthetic black leather. You know, this is going to be the only option here in the UK, but yeah, it looks premium enough. This is the premium model, not the standard one. We've got little cup holders in there, the little latch for that, the big panoramic roof, which you really benefit from the back. Loads of legroom, as you can see, a relatively flat floor. And then we've got vents and USB-C chargers and little map pockets there and there. Overall, pretty decent space back here. Door as well, manual release, electric window switch, and then we've got little store bins there for bottles of juice and things like that. But yeah, the steering wheel's got these touch capacitive buttons, and then things like your heated steering wheel. There's free stage, which this is the first, out with Ford, I think it's the first brand that I've driven and reviewed that has got free stage. I've had 2-stage. I've had just on and off, but this has free stage for the heated steering wheel. And then a little nod to previous Capris is this little metal trim down here with the kind of like spokes through it, so you can let and put your fingers through if you want to get them jammed. But you might remember the original Capris had that little there, so that's a little nod to the previous Capri models. But yeah, there's plenty of storage in the door bins and the centre cubbies mentioned. Underneath as well, just down below, we do have some storage as well, which is quite nice to see. Then you can put a couple of things underneath there. Again, door bins over here, got storage. I guess you could put something in here if you need just where the boot release is. But yeah, overall pretty good. I'm 5'11", I've got plenty of headroom, you know, as you can imagine, shoulder room's alright, get myself quite comfortable. But yeah, it's quite decent space up here. And the front seats are fully electric, and they do have a little button here for a massage, so you push that there, massage turns on. You can set it to 2 drivers as well, which is quite nice. And you've got your lumbar support, and you can electronically adjust it. And a little Ford emblem there to let you know this is a Ford that you're driving. Now you join me in a very rare Scottish sunny day. It is the weekend at time of recording, and there's people out running and cycling and that, which is quite nice to see. Now, first things off the bat, the Ford Capri is now a 4-door coupe styled SUV, fully electric. And some people may say it looks like a Polestar 2 from the side. However, imprint and footprint of the car is much larger, and it does feel like it rides a little bit smoother and softer than that car as well that I drove last year, was the Polestar 2 long range. This is a rear-wheel drive long range Capri as well. We can get a standard one, and you can also get an all-wheel drive long range as well. This particular one is fitted with the driver assistance pack, so I get things like the heads-up display, some lane centering and other safety features. I do quite like the adaptive cruise control in the car. I have used that. We've got these touch capacitive buttons here on the left hand side of the steering wheel, and you literally tap of a button, I can cycle through things like the speed limiter. I've got my cruise control as well as the lane centering driver assistance there, so it's got quite a few options for me, which is quite nice to see. You can just toggle touch of that button Now, if it was a cold Scottish day that we have had up until about today, we do have a three-stage heated steering wheel, which I quite like. Just literally right hand side of that steering wheel, you can touch that button there and you can toggle through the three stages if you require, which is quite nice. It's the first time, well, Ford cars, because I've ridden Explorer as well, but the Ford cars, the first time I've came across a three-stage heated steering wheel. I have seen a two-stage and a single on-off before, but yeah, this is a three-stage, give you a little bit more flexibility. Now, I do like the visibility out front. You do sit up quite high. I'd say it feels a little bit higher than a Ford Kuga or Ford Escape if you're watching in America. When I'm out on the road, I'm certainly above things like that BMW 1 Series I drove by, or any of the other, like I was in front of a Skoda earlier on. You do sit up higher than compact cars, but not as tall as something maybe like a full-size Range Rover. But yeah, visibility is quite good out front. It does help this one's painted the vivid yellow, so I'm able to see quite how far that bonnet extends out the front of the car. But everything in this car is so light and easy to use that that's what I quite like so far with my time with the Capri. You know, everything is quite modern and just a nice, easy feel in the car. Like, acceleration is quite smooth and linear. This particular one is 6.2 seconds to 60. There is a faster one and there is a slower variant as well. This is quite bang in the sweet spot of the middle. And as I mentioned, this is a rear-wheel drive, so turning is not too bad. Brakes are quite good as well. You do have the regen mode. You can turn the right-hand driver stalk onto B if you want to have like kind of a little bit more regen brake on a go, or just have it in regular drive and brake. I'm still kind of toggling between the two, just depending what I am after. Give the foot a little bit of acceleration. Sit behind it MG HS, ZS, HS, it's hard to see with the sunlight in front of me there. But yeah, I feel like I'm a little bit taller than that car in front. But yeah, acceleration's quite smooth. Put the foot down, and there we go. That was telling me there was going to be a car in front of an accident, but nothing was in front there, but we're all good. This is a 60, so a good road to feel some of the kind of sweeps and curves. Options include £1,000 for 21-inch rims, £900 for a retractable tow bar, just over £1,000 for a heat pump, and prices for the Capri start at £42,000. However, this is a rear-wheel drive extended range and premium trim in the vivid yellow paint, so you're going to be looking just over £54,000 for this particular car. So the pros of the car, I like the large boot. It's got 567 litres of boot space. It can tow 1,000 kilos braked or 750 unbraked. The all-wheel drive 79 kilowatt battery option is what you want if you're looking for an all-wheel drive car that can drive in all the weather, as well as a 5.3 second 0 to 62 time. There is 346 miles claimed range on that one. And then when you push it into reverse, you can press a little button to clean the camera lens, which is quite nice. One little negative is the heat pump is not standard, which some other EVs are. There's something quite memorable in saying, let's take the Capri. Thanks for watching. Ciao.